And as Jeff has said, we'll be taking a look at whatever is happening in the country. Right now we have a protest in Nairobi that's going on in CBD, and later on we'll be also talking about the youth factor, and we'll have two guests with us. So maybe if you can just welcome our guests. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And if you can just tell us a little bit of who you are and what you do. Welcome.
Thank you. Letitia, I'm Vicky Getsonga, the Vice Chairperson, Kirinyaga Youth Forum, and thank you for welcoming us to this show.
Thank you for the invite to EBN TV. I'm Simon Muriuki Gashoki. I'm the aspirant member of County Assembly, Kabara Ward, also the former president, Gishogo College.
Okay, that's great. And we've been looking into a lot of issues that are affecting our country, and one of them is during campaigns, and again, when it comes to issues of elections, we try to put people into place that maybe we think they're the people we expect maybe to drive this country into a higher place or even a place of expected destination. But when we move around, we find the expectations that we had put onto them, it is not what they are bringing in. Now, this morning or this afternoon, and even looking backwards to some of the issues that we're facing as a country, we're looking at the issue of price hike into very, very basic commodities. And we want to know where are we going as a country, where are we as a country? And that's why this afternoon we're talking of the state of the nation, and the nation is this state, this country that we so much trust in. And now, because on board we've got young people, and they're aspiring to be leaders coming, or we talk of leaders of tomorrow. And I believe tomorrow begins today, because if you don't plan yourself today, you find yourself missing out tomorrow. Now, when we try to look at what is happening in this country, we find that it is not what was promised. And today is a day that was promised to this nation by a lot of political leaders, maybe from the opposition, because of the price hike that has happened some few days ago. You can see how fuel has been for some good time, and this effect is, I think, is an effect that we saw some few or 3 to 5 years ago when we went through the corona period. But now it is a thing that is coming again, looking at the ripple effect of the war in the Middle East that is touching US and Israel, and we're protesting as a country today because of the fuel hike. Simon Muriuki, what do you think is the purpose of this protest?
Through my own views, I don't see the need for the protests. I've not followed the protests, so I don't know who are protesting. But according to the view of majority, protest is the only way to make the government understand that life is difficult. So I'm not getting, according to myself, I'm not getting the reason to why protest will be the way to talk to the government. Because at the end of the day, we are expecting chaos, we are expecting damages, we are expecting even, like, I'm not praying so, but you can fight even death. You have witnessed previous maandamanos, the way they have gone. So, let's say, maybe it is the only solution, but on my side, I don't think it is useful.
All right. Let me move very quick to Victor Gitonga. Why do you think we need to have the protest? Because I think it is a constitutional right for us to do the same. Because if you sit and you find that the leaders that you have are not listening to our lamentations or even our cries, and we're given that responsibility by the Constitution to make sure that we do the same. And now, Simon is not seeing the purpose of the protest today.
Thank you, Jeff. And I think, on my own perception, it is a pity when a young man doesn't see protest as a right in the constitution. It is guaranteed. And coming to this fuel protest, the government has taught us that the only way they will listen to us, it is by protest. Unfortunately, we have repercussions of every protest, of which I intend to think. Right now I was just following. The police have started arresting some youths. You are asking, why would you arrest someone who is just protesting over fuel? I think it is important that we understand that the government has the capacity to lower the fuel prices. But because it doesn't see the need, that's why people are getting angry, and that's why we are on the streets. Yep.
All right, I think that's a great one. And Letitia, what do you think you are from?
Okay, if I can just direct my question to Vicky, but before that, maybe if you can just play a video of what's happening right now in CBD. We have a protest that's going on, and the reason as to why people are protesting is because of the rise in fuel, and it was announced on last week on 14th, the new prices of fuel. So that's why people decided, let's go to the street and protest, because the government, as Simon has said, has the power to lower the prices of fuel. So let's take a look at what is happening right now in CBD.
Long live! Down, down with fuel prices! 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 Viva Comrade Viva! Viva! Power to the people, more power! More power! Power to the people, more power! More power! Down, down with fuel prices! Down, down with fuel prices! Who are the people? We are the people! Who are the people? We are the people! The people shall down, down with fuel prices! Down, down with fuel prices! Down, down with fuel prices!
Yes, I think our audience, you looking at what is happening around CBD. It's a pile-up of people around Moi Avenue. When you move all the way to Kenyatta Avenue, you see a build-up of people. When you go to Kidrai, it's also building up. When you go to, you take your route through Thika Road, it's all the same. When you go to Mombasa, it's all the same. And most of the areas that we actually, that's a protest-prone in this country. You found that people are building up for the same. And I think I was pointing out on something that is very key to this country and to the economy of this country, because someone may feel that fuel is not very important to this country, but everything is pushed forward by fuel. So this to mean if there is any effect or price hike on the same, this is to mean that everything is coming up, and it is affecting most of the very, very people who live maybe in formal lives, whereby someone has got no formal work to do. So I think to Simon, it's different and divergent views, but it's also okay, because we're looking at the hike from petrol went up by around, actually it was almost the same margin, and the reduction was very minimal. I think that we cannot notice. So it is affecting this country big time. So on the same note, today, and I think it was on Sunday, when President flew to Italy, maybe for business negotiations with the President of Italy, and some other negotiations around that place. Now, it is taken to our attention that most of the times when protests are announced, he just tries to fly away from this country. What do you think he keeps on fearing? And I think I direct that question to Victor.
Thank you. I think the president doesn't want to take responsibility. The protests are direct to address him. But because he wants to find an excuse, he must be away. It's something that is becoming very habitual. You see, you protest, he is out. You protest, he is out. Now, this brings a very serious issue that the police and the other people should notice, because in case there will be a case later on, he will just use that as an excuse that I wasn't around. And this brings to misuse of power by other police and other people in the government. I think the only reason as to why he is out, it's not by coincidence. It's because he wants to have an excuse that he will not carry the blame. Yeah.
All right, that's also good. And what do you think of the same, Simon?
Using my own views, I don't think the president is trying to escape the blame. No. And I'm not here to justify him. But at times, even you can say our parents, when things get to us, they tend to go out to seek for help. So, let us hope he has gone there to try and come with a solution.
Now, what do you think is the issue that we need a solution for a reason as to why we need to go to Italy?
President, I'm not a member of, let me say, actually I'm a member of UDA, but the reason why the president has gone to Italy, I don't know the real factor, the real reason why he has gone, but most of the time, you find when he travels, it's either he has gone to come with money, or he has gone to come with anything useful. So we are just hoping when he's coming back, he will come with good news.
All right, now, Samuel, do you ever sit down and calculate the amount of money we collect as revenue through taxes in this country?
Being truthful, I've never done that. I've never done that.
All right. Okay, to be answered, I think, later, because, okay, it's your view and it's allowed. All right, anything? Yes, you can address.
So, I think, as Simon has said, when things get tough, you don't run away. I have never seen my parents try to run away because I don't have a school fees. And by his statements that when things get tough, you go out. What the president is just doing, it's creating a problem, trying to solve a problem. Because when he is out there, he will not be given grant. It's a loan. Unfortunately, we have to pay. And when you do that, the problem with the fuel, it's not that we need more money. It's about taxes. Going by the figures that he has said, he has never calculated. The fuel price, riding price, it's roughly 110 to 120 shillings bob. The other 80 bob, it's taxes. So, I don't understand why I would go away to borrow money just to make people feel comfortable when I can just lower the taxes at the comfort of my house. In fact, he is using the public money to travel, trying to think he is solving a problem. I'll never buy that.
All right, that's great.
Okay, if I can just direct my question to both of you, Simon and Vicky. So what do you think are the long-term solutions that would like the government to implement to make sure that they reduce the fuel cost, the fuel price? Maybe you can start with
I think at the end of the day, we are fighting for good governance and good leadership. The long-term solution to this, one thing, which I think it can work is I think before the war started, we had fuel. And that's the fuel which is being sold at a higher price, right? So the only solution to this, first, you have to get there are these big fish which control the fuel. And most probably, a problem is created, right? A problem is created. And when creating a problem, you should have a solution. So I think the problem with this thing is the big fish who controls the, is it EPRA for fuel?
It is.
Yes. These people should be arrested. That's what I can say. Interrogate them and know when did we reach at a point of selling fuel at 204, 209. So this can be the best because these are the only people who can give us these things, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, get these people. Let them tell us what happened. The next thing is obvious. These leaders of this country, they should stop being greedy. Because that is what is eating our country right now.
Actually, Simon, I need to obstruct you a bit there because you've said that maybe a president is going to Italy, maybe to bring goodies to us. And
Yes,
you're
yes.
saying that there is greed within our leaders.
Yes.
And do you think they need to be addressed within our country, or someone has to go back to them? So that how do you define greed and lust
greed.
in our leaders? Yes.
Greed. Giving you a good explanation of like using fuel. Fuel is taxed. Where does this tax go to? You find this tax will go to pockets, most probably to pockets of people. These people, they have big names, they are the big fish in this nation. So, greed is this, you increase the price of the fuel, you tax more, so that you can get your share. Okay? So you don't care how the local mwananchi is doing. So saying the president went to Italy to come with money, I don't
Actually,
see-
my concern was, does this look like a greed?
No. Okay, like I'm not sitting at the raisi, but going to Italy to come with money, maybe to come with money, I don't know. It's not great. No.
All right, I think we're getting back to you, Victor, in a moment, and it's an update of the protest and anti-riot police arrest protesters outside Kenya National Archives. So I think we're looking at a build-up along archives, and this is Moi Avenue. This is from Haile Selassie Avenue, actually. So that's an update that is getting to us right now. Now, the same question, I think, was directed to Victor by Letitia about what our leaders need to do to make sure that maybe we cut off the price hike as far as fuel is concerned.
Thank you. So I think what we have, we don't have great leaders. We have opportunists and insensitive leaders. The EPRA has no power to control the price. It is
You are watching EBN TV, transforming your world.
EBN TV cares about the growth of your business. To advertise with us, call 0725 386 501 or 0740 653 453. EBN TV, transforming your world.
You are watching EBN TV, transforming your world.
Fitness, fabulous fitness. You need it, we got it. The best home workouts just for you. We keep it fun and sweaty. Join us at EBN TV and get that blood pumping. A fabulous workout for your fabulous body. Keep it fit and fab.
So we are losing a lot of taxes, and now the government wants to cover this by fueling fuel. And on one side you are killing, on the other side you are trying to gain by using, I would say, just dumping. Because this government is just dumping. It doesn't even want to hear what Wanjiku is doing. Right now, people have gone to protest, a simple thing, protest, which is the right in a constitution. But they are arresting them. Why? Can we listen to them? The government was all aware there would be protest. It's the work of the government to facilitate peaceful protest. I have not seen any issue of violence, but we have seen people arrested. So you are arresting people for just gathering up. I think it's not good.
All right, I think I'll be directing another question to you, Simon Muriuki, but before we get to that place, there is a report that we saw this morning on Daily Nation, and I think they were so sensitive enough to realize what will be taking place today. And if you go to the assembly, find there is a compensation packet that is sent or set for victims of protests, whereby it is ranging from 100,000 to 4 million, and it will depend on it will depend on what has happened to you. Maybe abduction, psychological trauma, and even sexual harassment. It will range from 100,000 to 4 million. Then that is where I get my question to Simon Muriuki about 2024 June, July there, when we got the issue of anti-finance bill protest. Were you around?
Yeah, I was around.
Now, do you think the issue of the protest, do you think whether it was right for the young people, because that is where we got the name Gen Z coming up and mushrooming up so quickly and so rampantly. Do you think it was right for the young people to protest against the finance bill?
In 2024, I witnessed the full protests, and those guys were truly right to do the protests. Because the finance bill, if that thing had passed, I don't know where this country would be. Because I saw one politician, in the finance bill, I think everything, the price of everything had shot up. So I saw a politician saying, I don't use always. I use tampons. So that thing triggered anger. And for sure, these guys were right. They had the right to do that. Because maybe our parents might fail to see what we were seeing that time. And if you can note, those people who are pushing the finance bill to pass, if you can follow them right, those guys are rich. And actually they are rich. So on my side, those guys were right for protests, and they had full the police had the responsibility to protect them. But what they ended up doing? Shooting them, arresting them. And some of them, even today, have never been found. So those guys were right.
All right, now, that's contrary to what you're saying. That's not right. You don't see the purpose and the need for today's protests. Yet, isn't it the same thing?
You know, okay, I've witnessed so many protests in Kenya. The 2024 protests made me realize that not everything should be solved through protests. Because obviously, I know today some will be abducted. So I'm not against the protests. I'm trying to resonate as myself. Because obviously I know there's a person who came all the way from his or her home, but he or she will not go back. I know that.
But what do you think is the alternative if going to the streets is not the right way to go? Because I feel if you see people moving out to do protests or even to demonstrate or boycott over something, I think they've been crying for the longest time possible, but their cry has never been heard. So what do you think is the alternative if not going on the streets?
I can recall in history, we were taught methods of solving conflict.
All right.
Yes, I'll take you back there.
Then you apply in this government, all right?
So, I know using elders will not apply here. It will not apply here.
Yes.
So, the only thing here might not be maandamano, the protests, but I think we have youth representatives. Like these guys are youth representatives.
I think I also need to cut you again at that place because we saw Caswell, very vibrant, very vocal, very audible. Where is he right now? Because if we talk of maybe that way of trying to solve issues as far as the youth is concerned, remember maybe you're very young, you've not been working for the biggest time after maybe you graduated. Then you find there is a plate that is given for you, that is full of meat and nyama choma there. Do you think you will eat that and you become silent and there is a very big team that you just representing?
Okay, there is a difference between a leader and a politician.
Yes.
Using Caswell, Caswell was a politician, not a leader. That's why he rose to fame. But after going to meet these politicians, he chose the political way. So at the end of the day, Caswell was not fighting for the good leadership. He was there for his own benefits. So I don't think we can say this guy. We have interacted with him. I don't think we can use him. No, I think. As a young person who is fighting for good leadership, you should not be silenced with money or these cars or whatever. You should go there, represent your people, talk, say what you are saying, and make sure you push until that thing is delivered.
I think you all your thought there. We shall be coming back in a short while because Letitia, I think up to this moment we've made a discussion, but we also see build up around the main streets around Nairobi, also in Mombasa, Githurai, CBD, all the way to Thika Road. You can see people, we can see the build up, and we still be updating you on the same. Now, I feel we take a very short commercial break. We are coming back with the news at 1, then we get back to the discussion that we have right now. And on board, we've got Simon Muriuki, is the aspiring MCA or aspirant MCA Kabai Ward. We have Victor Kitonga, Vice Chairman KYF or Kirinyaga Youth Forum. So you all there, we're coming back with the news at 1, and then later we are moving on with the discussion. Thank you for watching.
Arguing that the high costs have led to increased prices of basic commodities
with minimal disruption to business activities in the city center.
The protest comes amid continued concerns from Kenyans over the high cost of living, with fuel prices playing a key role in driving inflation across multiple sectors of the economy, as some protesters urge authorities to review current fuel taxation policies and explore sustainable measures to cushion citizens from further financial strain.
Long live! Long live! Down with fuel prices. Down, 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 down with fuel prices. Viva con the viva. Viva. Power to the people, more power. More power. Power to the people, more power. More power. Down, down with fuel prices. Down, down with fuel prices. Who are the people? We are the people. Who are the people? We are the people. The people shout. Down, down with fuel prices. Down, down with fuel prices. Down, down with fuel prices. Viva! Power to the people, more power! More power! Power to the people, more power! More power! Down, down with fuel prices! Down, down with fuel prices! Who are the people? We are the people! Who are the people? We are the people! The people shout! Down, down with fuel prices! 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 Down, down with fuel prices. Down, down with fuel.
And moving on, President William Ruto, while speaking in Italy, has stated that Kenya's economy had significantly improved following the difficult reforms of 2022. He
explained that inflation had dropped from about 9% to 4%, while the exchange rate has stabilized from highs of 160 to around 129.
He also noted that interest rates had eased from nearly 20% to about 14%, and treasury bill rates had fallen from 16% to approximately 7.4%.
He further said that the economy had become more stable and manageable despite temporary disruption caused by a fuel crisis linked to conflict in the Middle East.
Ruto added that the sacrifices made in 2022 had begun yielding results as Kenya was regaining investor confidence and receiving improved credit ratings from international agencies.
He concluded that stabilizing the economy had been his key priority as it was essential for national development.
Change rate, which had gone all the way up to 160, is now, for the last 2 years, is at 129. Interest rates that were, James Mwangi will tell you, they were going towards 20-something%. Now interest rates are cooling off around 14. And in fact, the 91 treasury bills that were at 16% are now at 8%. It's now 7.4. I was just being, the treasury man here is telling me it's actually 7.4, down from 16%. So our economy is now fairly stable. We can count on it. And we continue to do what we must do. I know because of the fuel crisis that has been occasioned by this war in the Middle East, there is a bit of disruption there, but we are trying to manage that disruption so that doesn't significantly affect our economy. But I can say with confidence that the sacrifices we made in 2022 are giving us results. Today, we have gained respect. The credit rating agency.
A very interesting update as far as the protest is concerned is that Kitengela town, previously synonymous with protests, remain calm with businesses open as even some public service vehicles bound for Nairobi are grounded due to low passengers. And I think that is a change that we've seen as far as protest is concerned. Now moving on, the Cabinet Secretary for Public Service has criticized opposition leaders for raising concerns over rising fuel prices, saying their claims that government officials are benefiting from the situation are misleading.
Now speaking during a relief food distribution exercise in Boni, he acknowledged the challenge of high fuel costs but assured citizens that the government has put in place measures aimed at easing the burden on Kenyans.
He emphasized that the administration remains committed to addressing economic pressures affecting households across the country.
He also urged Kenyans to disregard statements from the opposition, urging that they lack practical solutions to the economic challenges facing the nation.
managers who are taking advantage of international politics happening in the Middle East, we want to tell them, you will not scavenge on everything. You will not scavenge on everything. The government of President William Ruto is very procedural, structured properly, very focused kuhakikisha Wakenya watapata nafuu, sio mambo ya mafuta peke yake, lakini pia mambo ile ingine yote katika maisha yao.
Kama utaki mkutano yetu, usipange vijana wakuja kutupigia kelele. Wewe na wao ukipanga yako, sisi hatutakupangia vijana. Kwa sababu nchi ya Kenya ni nchi ya demokrasia. Tunataka tuende kila mahali katika nchi ya Kenya. Tuongeleshe wananchi. Tuonyeshe yale maendeleo ambayo serikali imewafanyia. Kwa sababu tunajua wananchi wa Kenya sio wajinga. Wanataka kuchagua wale viongozi ambao
everything. The government of President William Ruto is very procedural, structured properly, very focused kuhakikisha Wakenya watapata nafuu, sio mambo ya mafuta peke yake, lakini pia mambo ile ingine yote katika maisha yao.
Kama utaki mkutano yetu, usipange vijana wakuja kutupigia kelele. Wewe na wao ukipanga yako, sisi hatutakupangia vijana. Kwa sababu nchi ya Kenya ni nchi ya demokrasia. Tunataka tuende kila mahali katika nchi ya Kenya. Tuongeleshe wananchi. Tuonyeshe yale maendeleo ambayo serikali imewafanyia. Kwa sababu tunajua wananchi wa Kenya sio wajinga. Wanataka kuchagua wale viongozi ambao wamewafanyia.
Now, a section of United Democratic Alliance leaders in Taita Taveta County have expressed strong support for Deputy President Kithure Kindiki, saying he has performed effectively in his role.
Led by Idris Mohammed, who heads the Kumi Bila Break movement, the leaders say they are confident that the coastal region will rally behind Kindiki for a second term alongside President William Ruto.
They emphasize that their partnership between the president and his deputy has contributed to improved development in the region, particularly through road infrastructure projects.
The leaders called for continued unity within the party as they push for further development across the coastal region.
Tunaona sasa hii rais anafanya kazi na nguvu zake zote. Tumeona miradi kadha wa kadha hapa Taita Taveta, si reli, si barabara, yani miradi ya kupigiwa mfano. So kwenda mbele tunasema mtu akifanya kazi vizuri anafaa atuzwe, si kwamba na kutuzwa kwake ni kwamba apewe chama kingine aendelee kusaidia rais.
Tunasema ya kwamba Kindiki na Ruto waendelee awamu yao ya pili, ili after hapo ndo sasa tutaangalia hizo sehemu zingine tuone kama kutatokea watu wengine ambao wanataka hiyo nafasi. Lakini sisi tunamshinikiza rais, tunaambia ya kwamba sisi kama vuguvugu la Ruto Kumi Bila Break limeidhinisha ya kwamba waendelee na Kindiki 2027.
Na kwa niaba ya Ruto Kumi Bila Break movement Kenya mzima, tumeamua kwamba tutasimama nyuma ya Profesa Abraham Kithure Kindiki. Kazi yake ameiona, hata tulipokuwa pale mkutano pale State House wakati ule kama aspirant, tuliona alikuwa anaweza kueleza ile bottom up economic transformation agenda bila wasiwasi, hata bila kusoma.
Now, and on a different story, the County Commissioner of Trans Nzoia, Gideon Oyagi, has issued a strong warning to gangs and criminals disturbing residents in the region.
And he has urged them to surrender immediately before they are caught by law enforcement officers.
This comes as the number of suspects arrested has risen to 226 in less than a week since a special security operation began targeting gangs in the country.
Police have also managed to recover various items believed to have been stolen during the criminal activities.
Kebaf is county, not country, and Oyagi emphasized that the operation will continue without interruption until all criminals are arrested and brought to justice.
He also called on leaders and politicians to cooperate with security agencies and avoid politicizing the operation, saying this is important for restoring peace and stability in the area.
Last week, security forces launched their special crackdown targeting youth gangs accused of terrorizing residents as part of broader efforts to curb rising crime and restore order in the county.
Tangu tuanze operation huko na ruhusa ya kutembea hapa Kitale, Matisi, Tiwani, Kipsongo wakati wowote, because we want to make Kitale a safe place to be in 24 hours. Na tena nirudi nyuma niseme hivi. Niulize viongozi ambao tunafanya kazi na wao. Niulize viongozi wa kisiasa. Jameni, Mwenyezi Mungu ametupatia nafasi ya kutumikia wananchi. Haiwezi kuwa ya kwamba umechaguliwa kama kiongozi na ili kusungumuza ama kutembelea watu yako unahitaji askari 100 uweze kutembelea watu ambao walikuchagua, na uwezi kuomba askari waende kukuchunga na pale umechukua guns zaidi ya 200. So iwezi kuwa tunachunga guns ukituambia tunachunga usalama wako. So ni vizuri viongozi tuamue.
And moving on, Kilifi County government has awarded full scholarship to more than 3,500 students in national schools through its county scholarship fund.
The initiative aims to support learners from vulnerable backgrounds and ensure they continue with their education without financial barriers.
Now, the county deputy governor, Flora Chibule, announced this during the launch of Bishop Thomas Kakala's profile in Malindi.
She noted that the program is designed to address urgent educational needs for students who require the most assistance.
The county government also acknowledged and appreciated local well-wishers and partners who continue to support unprivileged children in accessing education.
The leadership emphasized that such partnerships play a key role in strengthening education opportunities across the region.
Na lead kwa imani. Hata sisi we want to incorporate. Hii ni serikali ambayo ime-incorporate hata watumishi wa Mungu ili kuhakikisha kwamba serikali inaenda mbele. Sisi our jurisdiction is ECDE and vocational training. Lakini tutasema kwa sababu ndani ya Kilifi tuna vijana, watoto wa primary na secondary, tukaanzisha scholarship full, si basari, full scholarship. As we speak, we have 3,500 students who are being paid for. Everything. Si basari, si part payment.
Mimi mwenyewe nitazungumza na nyinyi ili tuwe na breakfast meeting na mapasta wote hapa kaunti ya Kilifi. Tuwe na mazungumzo, tujue tutasaidiana wapi na wapi. Ndo tusikae hapa tukisherehekea kwa Bishop Kakala, kumbe pasta mwingine hapo kona anapitia matatizo mingi na hatuwezi fahamu na tujue tutasamdia namna gani.
Hebu jamani, tupendeni wazazi wetu. Anapokuondokea yule mzazi, ndio utajua kwamba hii dunia kule nje ni kubaya. Appreciate your parents.
A reprieve of the National Taxpayers Association has asked transport operators not to increase fares unfairly after the recent fuel price hike.
Now, the association says some matatu operators are taking advantage of the situation, making life more expensive for many Kenyans.
NTA is now calling on both government and private employers to allow workers to work from home where possible.
This, they say, will help reduce transport costs and ease the burden on citizens during the difficult period.
The time that this increase in fuel prices does not really commensurate to the salaries increment. You know what we are, all Kenyans are going through. Would encourage the government to really consider having a policy that will allow the public service and even private sectors or the PBOs to encourage working from home. As you can see, I've implemented this as a strategy so that instead of spending the ones who are using public transport 300 per day, and you see that comes to around over 6,000 per month, which is not planned prior. So this is something that needs to be adopted. In terms of supply chain, it is the time when now all the associations, policymakers need to have a candid dialogue to see how to really regulate even on the market system rates so that we don't have
Now, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission has been advised to use sports events and youth reforms to encourage voter registration among young people.
This is forums, and speaking on Magoloto, Kwale County, the Chief of Staff, together with youth leader Joshua Mdoe and youth representative Ido Munuve, said sports activities attract large numbers of young people.
They urged the Electoral Commission to take advantage of this event to reach more youth.
As the voter registration exercise nears its end in a few days, stakeholders are also calling on young people to use the remaining time to register so they can participate in the upcoming general election.
Ukiwaita mikutano ya kawaida utapata wazee, lakini vijana itakuwa ni ngumu sana kuwapata. So naamini nikiendelea na kazi kama hii ya kuleta vijana pamoja, tutaweza kusonga pamoja, kwa sababu itakuwa ni rahisi, umeshuka katika lugha ambao wanaielewa.
This is the only opportunity ambayo anawezesha vijana kuja pamoja na kuwahamasisha vijana ili waweze kuchukua kura. Kwa sababu najua kama uko na kura, basi uko na uwezo wa kwamba unaweza ukajichagulia kiongozi yule ambaye unamtaka.
And finally, we have come to the end of EBN News at 1. Many thanks for watching, but allow us to take a quick short break, and then we'll be coming back to continue with our conversation. We have our guest in the building. Yeah, so allow us to take a quick short break. Don't go too far.
You are watching EBN TV, transforming your world. You are watching EBN TV, transforming your world.
My name is Mary Mombua and I watch EBN TV.
For gospel music, I, Anton Dacho, I watch EBN TV.
I watch EBN TV. Do you?
I watch EBN TV.
For educative talk shows, I, Griffin Mukilia, watch EBN TV.
Hey everybody, my name is Purity Mudeu and I'm just here to tell you about EBN TV. Are you somebody looking for a Christian station that can transform your world? Look no further. EBN TV, transforming your world.
Vice Chair KYF Kirinyaga Youth Forum, and I'm assisted with the guests that we have on board. It is looking like a trend because of the leaders that we normally have, and it's like we have a behavior of keeping these leaders alone because they keep on promising all the same. But now, this afternoon on board, we've got one who's aspiring, and we can call him or them a young leader. Yeah. And we also need to ask them very, very key questions because we've seen a lot of promises coming in, but when we try to follow the trail of fulfillment, we find that nothing is coming in. So I feel we need to be very key, and maybe when we're trying to put our leaders into positions, because they keep, or even they are just as normal people as we are, but when they come from the situation and from the level that we are, maybe I don't know what comes into them, and they find that they have to change. I don't know. What's your thought on the same? Okay, these leaders coming in to change so abruptly. Okay, I think from what you've said, I think it's time for change. Maybe right now it's a high time. Maybe Kenyans should maybe think like they should. Let me say. Okay, the word is not coming. Like they should choose young people, because as right now, if you can see, we have the MCS, the governors, they're just old people. Let me say that. Actually, there is a statement I just need to quote it. And okay, it may look a bit disrespectful, but I think it may be applicable when it comes to the setup of this country and maybe the leadership that we found. From actually another person, we are not mentioning any person here, but they say you can never be advised by another person because fools even grow old.
But okay, but Jeff, we've had these old people for the longest time. I think it's high time we can give the young people a chance, maybe to see what they can do. Maybe.
All right, great. Simon Muriuki, he is aspiring MCA Kabare Ward. Let's know more of you.
I'm Simon Muriuki. As you have said, I'm the aspirant member of County Assembly Kabare Ward in the upcoming 2027 elections. Let me say, Kabare, I've been a resident of Kabare since 1 day old until now. And I've witnessed it and go politicians. People who get into office, disappear for 4 years, then come back in the 5th year to ask for votes. That's what I want to do in Kabare. Then I'm a former college president, Kishugu College, which is the fastest growing college in Kenya right now, headed by the principal known as Mr. Kimemia J. I'm not a politician, I'm a leader, because I know politicians will come and go, but leaders will forever stand. That's why from when we were young, we have learned about Nelson Mandela, because he was a leader. So that's it for me. I'm young, I'm a Gen Z actually.
All right, now define yourself as a leader from that aspect of you being an aspirant MCA Kabare Ward.
Being a leader means you have to deliver. And a leader is defined by actions, not what comes from his or her mouth. From when I was the college president, because that's when I started the leadership journey. The college which I was in, that is Gishogo College, I saw the leadership of Kabare when giving out bursaries. It was not, they were not giving the bursaries the correct way. And then I decided, because I know I can do better. I'm not fighting the current leader. I respect him a lot, Mr. Isaac. Because I know I can do better. Let me go there. Vie for that seat. Because hata saisi mnasema mnataka uongozi wa vijana. Now we are here, youths. So give us this chance. And you taste the leadership of young people. You know, the people who are in politics, I found them in politics, and they are dying in politics. So when will we have the chance to lead? We won't have. Giving a good example, I'll give a good example of Raila, the late. Raila, when I was born, I found Raila in politics, and he has died in politics. So how many people do you think have missed the chance of leading in that position of Raila? So when Raila has died, that's when we are seeing Babu Owino, Edwin Sifuna. So it's the high time you give us that chance of leading, so that this country can be delivered.
Yes. All right, thank you. And I think I'll be directing a question to Victor Kitonga. But before we get to Victor, you have to ponder over something, and then I'll be getting back to you. What do you think are the resources that you need as young people to move up to the leadership forums and levels? I'll be getting back to you, so think about it. Now, Victor, we're talking about the issue and aspect of Tuko Kadi, and we have about around 11 or 10 to 12 days before the voter registration, and this is announced to our voters and as voter registration. We have got very few days to go, and the threshold was about 5.2 million new voters. Do you think we are there?
I don't,
particularly from young people.
I don't think we are even closer to that, because there is a euphoria that is running freely in our minds as the young people, that we must do things the last minute. I won't be surprised to see so many young people showing up in the next 10 days because it is the habit of every African person. Very few would maybe do things differently. So I expect to see the number rising rapidly, and we just bring that because we can just be hopeful that it will happen.
Yeah.
We need to raise to the occasion. So I'm calling upon the youth to show up, register, because it's the only way out of this. A protest might solve half of it, but voting will solve full of it. Yeah.
All right, good.
Okay, allow me to ask Simon, now that he's an aspirant. So what do you think, like, do you think the Kenyan youth have the real power to change, or these are just numbers? Okay, I'm asking this because of the Nico Kadi thing that has been going on. So do you think the young people, the youths in Kenya have the real political power, or these are just, numbers and after elections?
Kenyan youths, dating back from the year 2024, during the protest time, they protested and they pushed the president. So at that evening, the president made a speech. So that's one of the reasons which I'm saying these young people of Kenya, I know they can deliver. Because if they can't deliver, they could have protested and the president could remain silent. But because he knew in them there is a fire burning, he decided to talk and address the issue. So the Kenyan youths, I know they can deliver. Because I've witnessed some. He is a youth. He leads youths, right?
Yes.
Yes, he's a youth. He leads you. And I've seen so many youths, the presidents of universities, the president of colleges, TVETs. So I know Kenyan youths are capable of taking this country to that Singapore. Yeah.
All right. Now, there is a very key issue, and I think it's about also the issue of political power. And I'm directing this to you because you're sparring, and we've seen a lot of camouflage in our leaders. And I keep on mentioning the issue of by-elections that came a few months ago. And the very, very key example is of Bere North, where we saw Gachagua, the retired or the impeached deputy president of this country. Actually, he was very low, very humble. He was taking tea with the very, very lowest people of the very remotest places of this country. And I'm still wondering, why do these leaders have to change? And I also talked of a thing, maybe if you sound to be so audible, so vibrant, maybe to the leaders around there. And I mentioned the issue of Caswell. Don't you think you'll be absorbed by some very, very key leaders in some maybe strongest political parties in this country? And again, what do you think are the resources that you need to have to be MCA Kabari Ward?
Thank you for the question. From the reality of things, and the way I know myself, I'm a leader, not a politician. And I study where the truth is. That means it's so difficult to buy me. Talking of these big politicians, actually, I don't see the reason, and I don't have the reason to use these big parties to buy the MCA seat with. I just need a party which I know, using this party, and under this party, people, my youths, my Kabare people, will benefit. So I think on my side, I'll say I can't be bought. You know, like nowadays, money is like solving everything. So I start where the truth is, and I start for my people, not the politicians, and I start with residents, not the political party. Yes, talking of the resources, I think as young people, one thing which we need as a resource is knowledge and skill. Because you cannot go and lead what you don't know. So you should have that civic education on what am I going to do in that county assembly. Because the main function of an MCA is to oversight the budget of the county. So you can't go there when the wards are being given this money. You are just there. You should also talk and say you have your people. Then we need these mentors. You know, from when we were young, we were used to be told, you are the leaders of tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Because the first time I was told I'm the leader of tomorrow was in 2013. And I wondered, kwani kesho ifiki? So I decided that tomorrow is now. So let me venture into those politics right now. Along the way, I'll get some mentors. Though for now, I don't have those mentors. But we need mentors as young people so that we don't get confused along the way. Then, obviously, this is Kenya. And Kenyan politics require money. So if we can find people who can fund us so that we can do good politics, I think youths can deliver. I know they can deliver. Then another thing which is so crucial and which we need is a sober mind. Yes, sober mind.
Yeah, sure. That's a great one. And
yes.
I think very fast, there is something I also need to keep you thinking of before we shift to Victor Gitonga. Now, what do you think? Do you think politics can water away the leadership in you? Think of it, we'll be getting back. Now, Simon has talked about the issue of some people funding. Do you think you get another people funding you apart from those people in real politics and still in the government?
So, to me, I wish to differ with his perception of politics. Reason being, we have seen people winning without necessarily being the best or the odds being against them. For example, Salasia. Nobody thought he would win. And it is the mind that we are keeping that we think you only need money to win in Kenyan politics. No, we have seen other people winning. And the issue of saying a youth cannot win, no. Previously, we had, in the previous regime, we had an MP, I think it is in Embu, who had won without a vehicle. In fact, he was
using a bicycle.
To win the politics. So, I wish to defer to his sentiment that you need resources like money. All you need is to show people your capability so that they can elect you. I think with good communication and other skills, people will learn and vote for you. So
now we used to the issue of tokenism and maybe kind of a clientism, whereby, and I think it looks the same as the issue of zoning. And do you think this, because you find you just need to convince the people with a packet of unga and maybe 100 shillings to get boga. Do you think you need, or do you think if you go to the grassroots and maybe you asking for votes, do you think these people will require to do the same? And if maybe you require to give them something, is it a way of trying to bribe them or pulling them into your side?
I think the greatest challenge that we are facing in our Kenyan politics, it is doing things with assumption. I have never seen a political gathering where the members who have attended demanded that the MP will not live there or the aspirant will not live there without bribing them. It's only that we assume that lazima nichote. But it's not. I have seen many people addressing, even, you know, this politician will go to, example, I take Matanga. A politician will come to Matanga, he will only contribute, but he won't give money to the rest. So, this idea of have to give people money, it is just an assumption that we need to do away with it. You can address people without necessarily giving them money.
All right, good.
Okay, Vicky, from what you've just said, now are young people driving political change, or they're just being mobilized and then after elections they'll be discharged?
I think for young people, the greatest challenge, they lack clarity of mind. For example, when we were starting this interview, he was pro-government, but in between the way, he realized that the government is doing bad, but he doesn't want to go that way. So I am asking the young people, what's your identity? Because you have, if you stand for Anjiko, stand firm. We are having young people who are not decided. I would say they are so indecisive. You'll see a young person aspiring to be maybe an MP, but in between the way, he realized, oh, I can get some money. For example, Kasamuel, he was so good, very vibrant, very eloquent, but when money came knocking and opportunities, he was like, oh, I can have a soft life. That's the greatest thing we are facing with the young people. Very, very indecisive. And I think it is not easy to deal with that.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, Vicky, from what we've seen with Kasamuel, so what do you think? Should we trust the young people or not? Because Samuel, we trusted, there was a time we trusted Samuel, and whatever happened, yeah, he was greedy, and yeah, so what do you think? Should we trust the young people, give them a chance or not?
Yeah, maybe because of time, we give you maybe 5 seconds.
It's okay. So I think believing that the young people are the only one who can bring change, it is just a fallacy hovering around in our minds freely. I think change can come from everyone. A leader is not defined by age. We have old people who are doing better. We have young people who are doing mess. Also, we have the vice versa of that. So I think it's not necessarily the youth. And I don't trust youths to necessarily bring the change. I believe individuals will bring changes.
All right, that's quite okay. And to Simon Muriuki, aspiring MCA Kabare Ward, I just want you to face the camera ahead of you, and I give you 1 minute for your final word. Anything you feel you needed to have said, then a word to the people of Kabare Ward in 1 minute.
Before I talk to my good people of Kabare, I want to tell this good friend of mine, I'm not here for UDA, I'm not here for DCP, I'm here for good leadership. So to my good people of Kabare, as you know me, we have interacted with you, we have talked, and we shall continue talking and discussing where we want our ward to be. I want to thank the current leadership of Kabare, led by Honorable Isaac. You have done a great job. I've seen developments. And I know we shall work together and take Kabare to the next level. So thank you very much, Kabare Ward people, for supporting me, encouraging me, and being there for me.
Great,
thank you.
Great. One statement, the final word, Victor.
I think I want to answer his statement towards me, that he is not here for DCP and other parties. And as well, remind him a few minutes ago, he just said he is aspiring to be Kabare MCA, and he has also acknowledged that he has seen development with the incumbent MCA. Hey, young man, where is your clarity? You want change and you are acknowledging there is development. Show us what you can do different. And
yes, move on. 1 second.
On the other issue is that just remind that people, change, good people, change happens to those who go out and make it happen. It doesn't come to those who wait. It's time we change. However, we can't move for changes without party. Parties are so important. So it is just assumption that we don't need parties. We need, and that's the only way out. Let us vote with clarity and with clear image of what we want. We have a common goal of good leadership. Thank you.
Okay, that's quite great. And moving out is Simon Muriuki, aspiring MCA Kabare Ward, then KYF Vice Chairperson, and this is Victor Gitonga. Now, Letitia, I think we're coming to the end of this special edition, and this is the young factor on the state of the nation. Now, just a small update. We can see an irony as far as the protests are concerned, because if you go to Thika Road, it's looking very clear. If you go to Kitengela, the same. Then the biggest irony of all, a group of 9 people around Moi Avenue protesting. Just nine. So I think people are looking for peace, but as we do the same, remember, it's your constitutional right to demonstrate, to picket, but doing it peacefully. As you do the same, make sure that you also keep safe. Any final word, Letitia, as we move out?
Okay, mine is to just wish Simon all the best, and also Vicky all the best, and it has been a lovely conversation, and thank you so much for coming. Yeah.
That's great, and this has been the State of the Nation, the young or the youth factor. My name is I'm helped by Letitia Fanti. My name is Jeffrey Kimayu Somba, or JKS. Thank you for watching. You can share this stream to the farthest ends. And may God bless you. Coming up next is Manukato Show with Teddy the Psalmist. Goodbye.